Hey, Dan Passarelli here. How are you feeling today? I hope you're feeling great. I'm feeling pretty great, and I'm pretty excited to be here. So I hope you are too. Today we're going to talk about time spreads setups and the one that is working best right now. Now, before we get started, I need to point out that options are not for everyone. Please read characteristics and risks of standardized options before trading. Get a copy of that by emailing investor services at theocc.com. Don't trade with money you're not prepared to lose. And everything we're doing here is providing generalized information, not necessarily specific to your situation. Now, I'd like to make sure that you can hear me and that I can see your questions and that you can find the questions box so that you can participate and get the most out of this as possible. Please go to the questions box on the GoToWebinar control panel and tell me, what would it mean to you if you could literally see what the top traders from the best trading firms in the world were trading at the very moment they make the trade? Hit that questions box for me. Hit that questions box for me right now, please. Hey, Amy, how are you? Good to see you here. Yep. And if you don't mind, please answer that question very specifically. Since today's topic is all about time spreads, if you had a time machine and could see exactly what the best traders from the best trading firms in the world traded today, earlier today or yesterday, would you use it to make the same trades in your trading account? Yeah, how about that one? Answer that question for me. If you had a time machine and could see exactly what the best traders from the best trading firms in the world traded yesterday, would you use it to make those same trades in your trading account? Hit that questions box for me right now and answer that question. I'm glad I thought of that. I'm glad I thought about it. Amy says that would be interesting to see their trades. Elton, what's up, man? Says it would wake me up to better ideas. Josh, that would be interesting to see whale trades. Al, oh, I love this one. Teachable moments, indeed. Robert, just absolutely. Amy says, but I'm not sure I trust anyone except you, Dan. Aw, thanks, Amy. Let's see. Okay. Ernie says, absolutely. Awesome. Who else? Oh, Stephen, not necessarily. That's okay. You're kind of in the wrong business then. Kurt says, maybe that's why I'm here to learn. Alfred, hey, Al, what's up, man? Says, great pro examples for analysis. Wow, I'm getting a lot of good stuff here. All right, so what is a time spread? If you're new to options, a call time spread is when a trader sells a call, which is typically at the money, but not always, and then buys a call with the same strike price, but more time until expiration on the same underlying. A put time spread is when a trader sells a put, typically at the money, and buys the put with the same strike price, but more time until expiration on the same underlying. Now, if you've never heard of a time spread, maybe you've heard of a calendar spread or a horizontal spread. Well, guess what? All those things mean the same thing. Why time spreads? Why trade them? We're putting things on our side and trading the characteristics of options that give us an advantage. To start with, options lose value as time passes. When we sell options, we get that advantage, but we need to take some things into account. Options When you sell options, they can have very high risk, so we need to greatly limit the loss potential. And with time spreads, we benefit from the time decay of the short options, but we have the long options to hedge and to limit our losses. There are a variety of times to use these setups. In range-bound markets, collecting theta can be a winning opportunity. That is the most common way to trade time spreads. Also, directional. We use directional setups to get an extremely low risk, high leverage trades. And a lot of professionals use them to roll when they have on a trade and it's coming close to expiration, but they see that that trade, they want to continue that trade. Even though it's going to expire, they want to roll it out in time because it's making money and they see the things that are down the pipeline. And then finally, I don't have this one in there because it's a little bit of a different one, but it's important as well. So if you're taking notes, write this one down also for trading events. On September 3rd, that is this day right there, I saw that a big trader made a time spread trade that showed that he or she was expecting MPLX to be trading around 50 bucks 14 days later. And this trader turned out to be right and did really well. In Citigroup, on symbol C, on August 27th of this year, another trader bought 433 time spreads. This time it was a directional time spread, expecting the stock to rise, which in fact it did. Later on August 29th, the trader could have locked in a $20,784 winner. Who's making these trades? Well, I spent a lot of my career being among professional traders watching the market, watching it like I am on a stakeout. I've dedicated my career to getting and putting to use the available market information that most traders miss. Information of what professional traders are actually trading right now. Imagine the amount of time you could save and how much better you could trade with the same information. A professional trader who has all the tools, all the training, who does all the research, and you get to see exactly what trades he or she makes based on that research. Imagine the stress that it would save. Imagine how much of an advantage you would have. It's like the time machine we talked about earlier. Well, you know what? You can have access to that information too. Here's my promise to you. I am going to share with you a way to get access to professional traders' trades live, real time, so that you can trade with the exact same information only the most elite traders have and piggyback the trades of the best trading firms in the world without having to do any of the research yourself. Sounds great, right? So instead of going back in time, you're seeing trades literally in real time. And at the end of this presentation, I'll share how you can take the next steps so that you can start getting these results right now. Is that a fair deal? Yes? Hit that questions box for me one more time. Give me a big old yes. Are you liking this? Does that all sound like a fair deal? Yes, 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 yes. Gerardo says yes. Tina says yes. Robert says yes. Ernie says absolutely. You guys are awesome. Everybody says yes. Fair deal. Sounds great. Michael says yes. Bill says yes. Josh says yes. Robert says yes. Stephen says yes. You guys are awesome. Elton, sounds good. Now be sure to stay until the end. Kurt says yes. The most important things I will cover come later. And to keep the focus, I'm going to hold all questions. If you have a question, please write it down. I will get to it. So let's keep it positive and let's have some fun. I'm Dan Passarelli. I traded for years down on the floor of the Chicago Board Options Exchange, wrote two of the most popular books on option trading, worked with every major options broker and exchange in the US and abroad, and get to be on TV a lot, which is kind of fun. But this is also who I am and what I do, and these are the important things. Most important thing to me is my family. My wife, Kathleen, my two adult children, two little dogs. One of the things we all like to do together is travel. We enjoy new cities, learning about new cultures, nature. We enjoy food and wine. We've been all over the world together. We're also a musical family. We enjoy listening to music and playing it as well. And these are the things that are important to me. And trading helps me to be able to do them. But enough about me. This training is about you. Why do you trade? In fact, while we're talking, go and type into the questions box what your reason for trading is. Is it to have a wealth building activity that allows you free time to play golf or frisbee or whatever? Or to buy some fun toys, like a little fun Mustang to joyride in or something? Maybe a family vacation to an amazing home you found on Airbnb. Maybe to give money to family members or your church or a charity. What is your reason, your real reason for trading? I want to know. I'm curious. Josh says it challenges my mind. There, I love that reason as well. Challenges my mind. Yes, awesome. Tina says to give it away! Exclamation. That's cool, man. I mean, I figure you're alluding to charity and such, which is awesome. You know, I mean, if you want to be able to financially help people, you have to have the means to be able to do that, right? Robert says, I want to learn to build income for retirement. Yeah, that is awesome. Gerardo says, I want, oh, that's funny. You guys said the same thing. I want to learn how to trade to generate income in my retirement. Similar thing anyway. Elton, help out interesting organizations that can use help. Very cool, man. Very cool. Alfred, supplement consistent income. Jim, control my retirement savings. Oh, Stephen, continued learning, stay sharp, make an extra dollar. Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, all these things are possible. Benjamin Franklin said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. To make a winning trade, you have to have knowledge about the company you're trading, information about the forces that are driving that stock price, right? Wouldn't you like to know everything there is to know about all the companies you trade, every single news article, every number in the world in their financial statements? That'd be great, wouldn't it? But it's not realistic. First of all, you only retain 10% of what you learn. After today's training, you're going to forget 90% of what I said. You'll need to reinforce it. Now, second, the massive amount of time it takes to uncover all the information there is to make great trades is too much for one person to do. Did you know that according to Macro Trends last year, Goldman Sachs spent $675 million on research? That's 2/3 of $1 billion. What a lot of people don't realize is that when professional traders make some of these huge trades where they make millions of dollars, it's the research desk that does the heavy lifting. At a professional trading firm, the research desk is a team of a whole bunch of extremely sharp people with advanced level degrees from the best schools in the world that are trained to find the information that leads to the big trades that the traders at the firm make. The research desk puts in a massive amount of time. Then the traders just look at the smartest way to trade it that leads to the highest profit. Look, To set up and make a trade, there are basically three parts, and I just described them. There's research, which takes most of your time, identifying the trade that makes the most money from the research, which is a highly trained skill and still takes a lot of time. And then the easy part, click the button, right? Click the buy button. Now, those of you who know me know that I don't BS you. I speak the truth, I tell it like it is, right? I don't hold anything back. Well, the sad reality is no one trader has time to do all this. Not to the degree that it takes to have enough information to make the informed decisions that traders at the big trading firms have. The truth is, we can't compete with them. What if there was a way to do just the easy part? What if you could somehow get all the research that the research desk uncovers and know how to set up the position so you make the most money and all you have to do is make the trade? Well, that is possible. In fact, you can get alerts of these trades when they happen. I've discovered that often time spreads reveal a great deal of information and are the statistically strategic trades that are made by institutional traders. I just did one today, as a matter of fact. I put out a video on it. But before I share how to get alerted to the trades professional traders are making that telegraph market information, first let me share with you the knowledge of the inner workings of time spreads. In trainings like this, I often ask, what's more valuable, time or money? But I'm not going to do that today. The answer is a universal truth. Time is more valuable than money. That's for the simple fact that you can always make more money, but you can never get your time back. What if you only had 30 minutes a day to trade? Well, there are some trading styles that would be impossible with that time constraint. Day trading, gamma scalping, momentum trades on short time frames, those are all impossible to trade for people who have busy schedules. Because we're talking about time spreads today, these trades, they're not urgent. Like momentum trades or day trades, they're ideal for traders with busy schedules or for traders who have the time but like to spend it more efficiently. All right. Let's say a trader is studying this stock and thinks it will stay in a range for the rest of the week, hovering around $200 a share. Well, the trader can position him or herself to make money as long as the stock stays around $200 a share over the next 3 days by selling the 200 strike calls that have 3 days until expiration, and at the same time, as part of the same trade, buying the 200 calls that have 10 days. So they sell the 3-day calls at $2.52, buy the 10-day calls at $4.35. So they collect $2.52, pay $4.35. That's $1.83 that this trader is paying for this time spread. $1.83 of option premium is $183 of money. On a 10 lot, that's $1,830. If the best case scenario happens and the stock is at the shared strike price of 200 at expiration, and by the way, I'll share with you why in just a few minutes, this trader can make around $1,670, which comes out to about a 91% profit in the 3-day life of this trade, and can do so with limited risk. But we can't just think about the profit. We also need to think about the probability of winning. This is a probability curve. The horizontal axis is the stock price, and the vertical axis is the probability of the stock being at that price. What I have here is a bell curve. Technically, finance professors will tell you that it's a log normally distributed curve. So that's not technically exactly correct, but it's close enough artist rendition. Now here is what this shows. Simply put, smaller moves are more probable than bigger moves. If we look at the past 30 closing prices, if here is today's stock price, most expected future prices will fall here close to where today's stock price is. But a number would have closing prices farther away from where the stock is now. So the stock in the example we just looked at was 221 cents at the time of the trade. The way this time spread was constructed, the most probable scenario is that the trade should make money. Only if the less likely big move happens does the trade lose. And this has huge implications. First, the object is not to do this once. It's not to make one trade that has a good chance of winning. It's to do it over and over and over again every day. More wins compounded over time can grow your account exponentially. And that's great if you have a small account and want to grow it bigger. And it's great even if you have a big account and want to grow it yet bigger. Now, remember that probability curve we were looking at a minute ago? This shape kind of almost a little bit looks like it, doesn't it? The blue line is the profit or loss at the expiration of the 3-day option. So let's overlay the probability curve here. So kind of the same concept, right? Moves too far up or too far down, the trade loses. If it does the most statistically probable thing, the trade wins. Now this diagram actually shows some pretty key information. Again, the blue line's the profit or loss at the trade's expiration 3 days from now when you put the trade on. The best case scenario is the stock ends up right around 200, the shared stock price, here at expiration. We don't expect the stock to be exactly right there, but just close. And we can still reap a solid profit if the stock is anywhere in this range here, as long as the stock stays between the two break evens. So between there, 196.02 and then 204.36. If it's between there, the stock's a winner. If it falls below 196.02 or rises above 204.36, then the trade can lose. Now, the most this trade can lose is the amount the trader paid for it, or $1.83 per contract. The break evens are 2.1% and 2.07% away from the current stock price, respectively. So the odds of success, they're in your favor of winning, but not massively. We need a way to improve those odds above and beyond that professor math and what the probability curve tells us. All right, remember those option prices we were looking at? Well, what if there was a way to get a better price where you lose less if the trade goes wrong, make more if it goes right, and the break evens are wider, so the likelihood of success is greater? Well, there is. If the option we're selling was more expensive, the spread would have a net lower price. Make sense? Like here, if we're paying $4.35 for this one and selling this one at $2.52, so a net price of $1.83, if we took $4.35 minus something more than $2.52, that would mean we're paying less than $1.83, right? Making sense? The lower the spread cost, the less the risk. Plus the profit potential would be greater. And the best part is the break evens would be wider too if we could sell the one for more. So you could just all around make more money and have less risk. And this is the secret sauce. This is why time spreads work so well, especially right now. In fact, this might be the best time ever to be trading time spreads. That is, if they're set up with edge. We need to sell overpriced options while at the same time buying relatively underpriced options. The tool we need to analyze the relative value is called implied volatility term structure. Now that's a fancy term. There's kind of a lot to it. And again, I'm simplifying this and in some ways oversimplifying. Later, I'll share where you can get a resource that makes all this super easy, explains it all, spoon feeds it to you. But basically, we look for situations where the option we're selling has a higher implied volatility than the option we're buying. Remember this guy? Staking out the markets, right? Well, the stakeout is the first part of any case, right? You watch their moves, see what they're doing, but what's next? Well, you've seen the crime dramas, right? Columbo, Kojak, Law and Order, Y50. What comes next? Book 'em, Dano, right? Let's get the facts. Let's find the motive. Get them to spill the beans about what they did and why. We'll build the case. We want to see what really happened. And that's exactly what we do with this trading system. We watch what trades the big traders are making, and then we figure out why. We do our version of an under the hot lights interrogation and find out the rationale behind the trade to see if we should jump on and follow along. But the thing is, we've gotten so good at this that we become really, really good at cracking the case. It's like more like waterboarding them than just asking a couple questions. And we make it super simple by using what I call the genius method. After seeing what professional traders are trading, we verify the technical setups using support and resistance that we can get favorable volatilities. There's no planned announcements that can cause the stock to lose. And this gives us an unfair advantage. They say when you become an expert, if you do, you become an expert if you do something for 10,000 hours. How long would it take you to log 10,000 hours of experience? What do you think? A year? Well, 10,000 hours in a year, that's 10,000 divided by 52 weeks. That's about 200 hours a week. So no, we're looking at many, many years. So I figured out a way to skip putting in the 10,000 hours to learn to be an expert, because we're letting the experts do the work for us. We let the team of the best researchers in the world do the time-consuming but extremely thorough research. We let the top traders in the world interpret the research to figure out the best money-making trade. And we just do the easy part. We're piggybacking on the 10,000 hours of experience, expertise in research, tactics and strategy that all these other folks have accumulated over many years. And the best part is it's not just from one firm, it's from all the firms. You're not just seeing what Goldman Sachs is doing, but also what JP Morgan is doing, and Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Citigroup, BlackRock, all the best trading firms in the world who have all the best traders that make all the best trades. Now, before we get into seeing how the trades the institutions are making, let's first take a look at what this looks like in real life. In Alcoa, symbol AA, on September 11th at 1:11 and 3 seconds in the afternoon, a big institutional trader bought 10,000 of the October 17th, November 21st, 35 call time spreads at 71 cents. So that means the trader sold short 10,000 of the November 21, 35 strike calls, or excuse me, of the October 17th, 35 strike calls. And at the same time, as part of one trade, also bought 10,000 of the November 21st, 35 strike calls. That's a time spread. Two different expirations, same strike. Now, because the November 21 call or the November 21st calls had more time until expiration, they had more premium. Thus, the trader paid 71 cents when the trade was made. Now, again, the idea 71 cents of option premium is $71 of money. You multiply that times 10,000 contracts, that is $710,000. This is a huge trade that I might want to be part of. Now, the trader must have been expecting the stock to rise slightly when the October 17th expiration came along almost 5 weeks later. This trader could have closed the trade then and made up to, get ready for it. Are you sitting down? Yeah, $1,430,000 on afternoon of expiration Friday, October 17th. Now, that was a 201% return. You think it was worth the wait? Well, what if you were alerted about this trade the second it happened? Well, a small trader following along and trading just 5 contracts could have made $715. Now, $715 may not look like a lot compared to $1,430,000, but imagine doing this many times over. This is what leads to this being a wealth building activity, even and especially for smaller traders. And bigger traders might consider trading somewhat bigger trades. A 10 lot, let's get that up there. A 10 lot could have increased somebody's account by $1,430. 20 lot traders could have bought in $2,860 over this 5-week period. I mean, look, 201% is 201%. It scales with your account size. This is great for trading for traders of all account sizes. And by the way, if time spreads are new to you, or even options in general are new to you, and you're not 100% clear on everything we're talking about here, in just a few minutes, I'm going to share how to make all this really super easy. Just all you got to do is follow along. Now, I mentioned a moment ago about how these trades can be scaled to any account size, and most have a shorter time frame. So this is a perfect example in Path, which is UiPath Inc. On September 30th at 9:55 and 23 seconds in the morning, a trader bought 250 of the October 3rd, October 17th, 12.5 strike time call spread or call time spreads at 20 cents. So this trader sold 250 of the October 3rd, 12.5 strike calls, and at the same time also bought the October 17th, 12.5 strike calls, paying a total of 20 cents per contract, or $20 a contract of real money. If this trade by this trader was held into expiration of the short option 3 days later, he or she could have locked in up to, get ready for it, $3,000. Now that's a much, much smaller trade than the last one we looked at. But this is why they're so versatile and beneficial for small traders as well as huge traders alike. Look, I mean, imagine you have a small trading account and you're trying to grow it, and you see this trade the millisecond it happens. A trader following along and trading just a 5-lot time spread could add $60 to his or her account. Trader typically trades 10 lots could have made $120, which, I mean, who knows? That could be adding 5% to the account in a week. Now, bigger traders who want to scale this trade, I mean, this is inexpensive trade. They might trade like a 50 lot, investing just $1,000 into the trade, and could have made $600, which is a 60% profit, whichever way you look at it, in less than a week. somewhat bigger trader might trade 100, investing $2,000, and that 60% comes out to 1,200 bucks, just doing nothing but following along. Then we have this one in CoreWeave, symbol CRWV. So on September 26th at 10:33 and 23 seconds in the morning, 1,000 of the October 17th, October 31st, 140 call time spreads traded at $3.30. Now, if this trader decided to exit the position at the end of the day before the short options expiration, which would be October 17th, he or she could have profited up to $480,000. That's not even holding itself. That's the same day. So yeah, management is very important on these positions. These are career-making trades, literally. You don't trade that amount of money without knowing something, without knowing a lot of stuff. I mean, what kind of knowledge do they have to trade that much money? More importantly, how long would it take you to get that knowledge and make that trade? Who do they know? What have they heard? What other factors have they considered that you and I haven't? Even if you're just dealing with thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars, you can get the benefits of their knowledge, feed off their trades, like that symbiotic relationship of the fish that clean the whales. The whales get big and the fish follow along and reap the benefits. We see straight time spreads, like where the stock is forecast to stay basically where it is. But many trades are directional time spreads, like this one on Alphabet, symbol GOOGL. On September 3rd at 11:46 and 39 seconds, a big trader bought 611 of the September 5th, October 17th, 235 call time spreads at $5.10. Now notice at this time, the stock was at 229.05 with just 2 days to go until expiration. Now, because the stock price is different from the strike price, this is a directional time spread. Remember the other example? The ideal situation is that the stock is trading at the shared strike price at expiration. So the stock is at 229.05. The strike price is 235. It's $5.95 higher. So this trader was looking for Google to rise a little bit over the next couple of days. The advantage of a directional time spread compared with just buying a call is that the overly simple long call would lose money as time passes. While time spreads, they have time working for them. Often with directional time spreads, the stock can actually even move a little the wrong way, and the trade can still make money. Now, again, we're looking at the smartest trades strategized by the smartest traders. Well, guess what? Google ended up moving up and closing at exactly 235 on expiration day. Jeez. Now, we can't expect the stock to close exactly at the strike price most of the time, but it does not even have to either. It doesn't have to. If this trader held the trade to expiration day, which again, in this case was 2 days later, this trader could have made an easy $166,192 profit. Now imagine you see this trade the millisecond it happens. Following along and trading just a 5 lot could add 1,360 bucks. A trader typically trade 10 lots, that's 2,720. 20 lot traders, that's $5,440 following along. These are just a few examples so that you get a feel for how this works. I have dozens of examples of how all this works in even greater detail that I will be sharing in a boot camp video class. In just a few minutes, I'm going to share how you can get access to that boot camp. Now, here is something important, and it's kind of the best part. This system isn't just about seeing the trades. It's about having the deep understanding needed to put the power into your own hands and trade them yourself. The power so you can go from the confusion, wondering of why the trade didn't work, to the consistency of an experienced trader. Do you want to be lucky or good? Lucky's great, but you can't control it. But you can control good. What we're doing here is removing the guesswork to create a measurable, positive, expected return by first seeing the professional traders' trades, but then also arming you with knowledge and skills to put multiple criteria in your favor as well. A specific method I developed to boost the win rate of these trades above and beyond how the average trader trades time spreads, above and beyond the professor math, and even above and beyond how many professional traders trade, you're going to be able to cherry pick just the best of these trades. And it's easier than you think because I have created Time Spread Genius. Every day, you'll get real-time alerts when traders are trading a large volume of spreads. You'll be the first to spot these trades so you can participate in the best trades in the market using my proprietary trade triggers to see exactly when the trade is happening real time. Then follow a simple checklist to verify the trade. This is extremely simple. And I'm sharing this now so that you can start getting the results that you deserve, like this one on September 26th in Pfizer. A trader could have followed the institutional traders who traded 9,465 contracts of the October 17th, November 21st, 25 call time spreads. You could have invested just $145 on a 5 lot and got back $135 in profit. 20 lot traders could have made $540. And the next couple were a little more expensive. They sure did well. In SNOW, S-N-O-W, on October 7th, a trader could have bought a 5 lot of the October 17th, December 19th, 230 call time spreads at $15.25 and made up to $1,290 on just a 5 lot. Now, let's first talk about who is this not for? Just to be clear, this is not for people looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not that kind of strategy. This is about having a system that drives consistent overall results. This is also not for people who love spending hours and hours going through thousands and thousands of charts to hopefully find a halfway decent trade. This is designed to save you time. Your time is valuable. These trades can literally be made with a couple of minutes, not hours, because all the information just pops up on a browser window. And this is also not for wishy-washy procrastinators, for those overthinkers out there. Wishy-washy people who see a good investment but can't make a decision to save their lives, they'll make good traders. I know that's not you, because you've invested your time in being here. Who is this for? Who is this for? This is for you. If you want a true edge over the market, this is for you. If you want your trading to be easier and less time consuming, this is for you. If you have a busy schedule and can't look at the market all day long, this is for you if you can follow a few simple steps. And this is for you if you're willing to invest in yourself. I want to invite you to join us and start using the Time Spread Genius right away. So first, you're going to get the Time Spread Genius scanner. So every day you'll get real-time alerts when the big institutions are trading time spreads on neutral stocks or directional trades or rolls that tip off what their research tells them the stock is going to do. This simple scanner researches the universe of over 5,000 stocks for the setup. And this is what makes it possible to find the trades that you would never have access to without it. This is the easy to use alert system that instantly alerts you to the big institutional time spreads. With this, you can see unbiased trade information. There's no pundits, no analysis, just the real trade data real time. You get password access to these real-time trade triggers sent directly from the Chicago Board Options Exchange. I've pulled some strings for you. I've negotiated a contract with the Chicago Board Options Exchange for you to get professional trade data that you cannot get from any other source. Any other source. Not your broker, not anyone. I, as a professional in this field, I pay for the data for you, because not only is it expensive, it's about $7,000 a month for professionals, but it's not available to non-professionals at any price until now. And the best part is it's all legal. When you sign up, you'll sign up as yourself, a non-professional trader, and get access to these signals through this deal that I made with the exchange on your behalf. It's powerful and it's simple. So let me ask you, when the plumber comes by for 30 minutes to fix a busted pipe, you're not paying him for his 30 minutes, are you? You're paying him for his 30 years of experience. So I decided to save you years and years of time and put everything you need to know from my 30 years of experience into a few super short, quick, easy videos to get you up and running so you can start using TimeSpread Genius right away. This video training course reveals step by step exactly how and why the TimeSpread Genius system works, which trades to follow, how to set up the trades, and of course, targets and trade management. Because every step is laid out for you, trading the TimeSpread Genius system, it removes all the emotion from your trading. It makes it easier to get the results that you want. So what this means is, first you're going to get the TimeSpread Genius trade triggers. I showed you the screen. And then you're also going to get all those TimeSpread Genius accelerator videos in the accelerator video course to get you up and running right away. Now, the bottom line is, I know it can work for you because I'm going to make sure you have all the training you need to make it work. Today, you will also get access to the TimeSpread Genius Boot Camp video. This is the complete masterclass on every single aspect of trading the TimeSpread Genius system to maximize your chances of success. This is a rare opportunity to drill down on a specific strategy to see the 4 ways professionals trade time spreads. You'll completely master how to use time spreads for neutral and directional trades, using volatility analysis and skew to set up statistically advantageous trades like a professional. And you'll discover how to know when a trader is rolling, which is how they tip off the things they're trying to do. This boot camp was recorded live from a half-day class, so you get to watch it on demand whenever it's convenient for you, whenever your schedule allows. So that is a $3,750 value. Like I said, it was a half-day class. So again, that means you're going to get the TimeSpread Genius trade triggers. It's popping up on your screen. You're going to get the accelerator videos to get you up and running fast. And you're going to have this completely mastered with the TimeSpread Genius Bootcamp video. So that is a total valued package of $6,000. This is the updated MTM spreadsheet trade tracker. This is my personal spreadsheet for monitoring all my trades. I've just updated it. I put it into a template that now you can use too. Its formulas are easily designed to calculate all the trade criteria you need to analyze, trade, and manage your time spreads, as well as other strategies. This is a $500 value, and it is yours today as part of your TimeSpread Genius Traders package. Now, you might ask, Dan, why is it 500 bucks? Well, it's not just because of the literally months of work that I put on into it based on my 30 years of experience. And not only that, if you subscribe to something like this as an online tool, this would easily be 100 bucks a month, but you're getting this one time for free and you get to keep it for life. But the most important thing is that if you could manage your trades more effectively, make a couple $100 extra on your winners, lose a couple hundred less on your losers, and increase your win rate, this simple framework has the power to massively increase your bottom line. So what that means is, first, you're going to get the TimeSpread Genius trade triggers. You're going to get the TimeSpread Genius accelerator videos. You're going to get the bootcamp video, and we're going to make sure that you're not missing a single step, because I'm going to give you the spreadsheet trade tracker to track every one of the criteria in your trades. TimeSpread Genius works on all platforms. Just open a simple browser window to get your trade triggers real time. There's no special software, trade on any platform you want. But do you want to know what the best part of this is? It is the working leverage. Here's what I mean by that. So typically more leverage means more risk, right? But no, not in this case. In this case, less work means more return. You're leveraging your time. I put months into this. I've done 50% of the work creating this thing. Institutional traders, they do all the work on finding the trades and they just pop up on the screen. They did 48% of the work. You do just 2% of the work and you get to keep 100% of the profits that you earn. By now, you can see why the TimeSpread Genius trading system is a steal, even at $6,500. If all this did for you was identify the best neutral and directional time spreads in the market, or show you the rolls so you know what direction the insiders think the stock is going, wouldn't it be worth it just for that? But today, this is not $6,500 because you've made the investment of being here on this training and for being one of my action takers. You're the elite. You deserve to be rewarded. You're better than millions of other traders out there, millions. And I want you to have the results that you deserve. Get started today for a small, easy investment of only $247. But you have to take massive action right now by going to markettaker.com/TSG123 go. That's market as in stock market. Taker as in take what is rightfully yours, 2 T's in a row, markettaker.com/TSG, short for TimeSpread Genius. Now, a lot of times they say this is limited to the first 20 people or something like that. In fact, my marketing guy, Bobby, says I should limit this to 20 people because it's that valuable, but I don't think that's necessary. You're smart. I'm not going to do that. I want as many people to have this as possible, and all just for $247 a month. And let's talk about that. First of all, why would I give such a huge discount? Well, because it's my objective to create 1,000 trader success stories this year. And this powerful tool is your best opportunity to help accomplish that goal together and to be part of that group of 1,000 trader success stories, to be one of our great success stories. Now, you might ask also, what happens after the first month? Well, like you, I sign up for a lot of online classes and invest in myself. I estimate I've invested over $100,000 over the past few years on taking classes to improve my life in various ways. And when I see an amazing trial price like this, I figure after the deeply discounted first month, Well, okay, then it goes to full price, and that's fair. I mean, this is worth $1,000 a month. I get to try it before I buy it. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't necessarily believe in that. Not for me, but especially not for you. So those of you who join today, when you join today by going to markettaker.com/TSG, you're going to get to try this for the first month for just $247. And if it works for you, which I think it will, and you're making money, let's see, you make $2,000 the first month, just getting your feet wet, 3,000, maybe you have a big account, maybe you make $5,000 first month. You want to renew. Well, instead of full price, $1,000 a month, you're going to get to keep this renewal price of just $247 a month for life. Now, when I say for life, you're not locked into anything. You can cancel anytime. In fact, in 27 days, we're going to send you an email that says, are you loving it? Do you want to renew? You get to keep this discount. If not, we get you canceled. But statistically, I know you're not going to cancel because this works. And I'm an investor. I have the investor mentality, just like you. If I can invest $247 a month in something that gets me $2,000 a month, hypothetically, I now have a business. I'm going to keep doing that forever. And I'm going to get better and better at it and leverage it even more. Now, I was not kidding, by the way. These trades come directly from the Chicago Board Options Exchange. In fact, as soon as you go to markettaker.com/TSG, you're taken to the CBOE subscriber agreement from the exchange. And again, that's because of the deal that I worked out with the exchange so that I pay for the data. And because you're a non-professional, only through me can you get this data. So they require everyone to complete this form first before you get to see the trade triggers. This should be what you're seeing right now. If not, please go to markettaker.com/TSG right now. And please use the same email and name when you sign up on the subscriber agreement as on the sign up form. Now, as a reminder, this is what you're going to get today. When you go to markettaker.com/TSG, you're going to get the Time Spread Genius trade triggers. Many of you, I see we just had 7 folks just join us. I'm going to read your names in a second and give you a welcome. The 8 who just joined us, you just got an email. Go to your email right now, check it. It's there. If not, check your junk or spam folder and click it. There's a username and password. And then all you have to do is go to the student portal, click the link, and poof, the Time Spread Genius Trade Triggers pops up right there on your screen. So easy. And I want to make sure you understand everything you're looking at. So watch the Time Spread Genius Accelerator video course first. You're getting that today also as a bonus. The Time Spread Genius Bootcamp video, I want you to be great at this. You want to be great at this. I want you to have it mastered. I want you to be as successful as possible using Time Spread Genius, okay? So in order to do that, to master it, I want you to watch the boot camp. That is an extremely valuable piece of education right there. I also, when you're trading it, I don't want you to miss a single step. And so I want you to follow along and log your trades in the Spread Cheat Trade Tracker. It's so easy to use, it's like cheating. Now, you know what? I'm going to welcome our new members here. We had welcome and congratulations to Jake, who joined us. Jake, nice job joining. Pat yourself on the back, man. Congratulations. Nice job moving forward. Oh, and Jake is committed too. Or no, not Jake. Jake is committed. Jake just joined us. Ernie, welcome and congratulations. Ernie is committed in the sense that he joined with the quarterly sign up, which is a little secret Easter egg that I left for you there. You can get an even greater discount for those of you who are really ready to make stuff happen. So yeah, Jake, welcome, congratulations. Ernie, welcome, congratulations. James from Virginia, from Merrifield, Virginia, welcome and good work, James. Congratulations. Welcome and congratulations to Robert. Welcome and congratulations to Tina. Welcome and congratulations to Pierce. Welcome and congratulations to Sheila. Welcome and congratulations to this person here who signed up a different way. I'm going to tell you about that right now. Sometimes people say, Dan, look, I found your little Easter egg. I want to sign up for the quarterly because I want to save money. But I have a hard time coming up with the $497. And you don't have to do the $497. The $247, you take your pick. Either one is great. So the question I get is there a way to finance it? And that answer is yes. You can enroll using PayPal. We have a deal with PayPal to offer you both PayPal as a payment option and PayPal credit. So you can lock in Time Spread Genius today when you check out and just use PayPal and choose PayPal credit. All you have to do is go to markettaker.com/TSG. And I mean, hey man, who knows? You might have your first payment covered before it's even due, right? Now, there's one more bonus that's not on those slides, and it's a good one. It's access to the MTM community chat room. This is the greatest community for option traders ever built. I'm biased. I created it. I hosted it. I just posted one of my time spread trades there earlier today. But you can talk to our most successful traders, to me, our other coach, John. Because in order for you to be successful, you've got to be with people who are going through the same struggles as you. Now, listen, do you mind if I over deliver? Well, I'm going to, because there's one more bonus. Today, when you go to markettaker.com/TSG, you are going to get a 30-minute phone call with our trader success team. This is a strategy call to help you overcome what's holding you back and to together develop a plan to take your trading to the next level. This on our website, we offer for $500 an hour. Today, you're going to get that for free. You're going to see what's working, where you need help. Our trader success team member, MJ, he will make suggestions to you of how you can move your trading forward. Could be something as simple as reading a book. Could be maybe you missed one of the videos here. Could be one-on-one coaching. I don't know. But that is a $500 value, and that one is limited to the traders who join us right now. So with the trade triggers, the accelerator videos, the half-day boot camp, the newly updated spreadsheet trade tracker, you are also getting the MTM community chat room and the extra bonus, a 30-minute strategy call with our trader success team. That is a total value of $7,300. That is over 90-something% off. Geez Louise. So go right now to markettaker.com/TSG. I just had a couple more people join here, and I want to welcome you as well. Welcome and congratulations to, it always takes me a while to find the names these days since we went to our new system. I don't see the name on that one. Well, skip that one. Welcome and congratulations to Catherine. Nice work, Catherine. Welcome and congratulations to Austin. Nice work, Austin. Making it happen for yourself today. Nice work, nice work, nice work. While we're waiting for the rest of the folks to join us, I'm going to answer your questions. So if you have a question that I can answer right now to help you make the decision to join us and start using TimeSpread Genius today, right now, please go to the questions box and type in your question and I will answer it live so that you can make this happen today. In the meantime, I see there's some questions in there. I'm going to get to them. In the meantime, here's some frequently asked questions I get. The first one I get, I understand this one. What if I can't install it properly? I can understand why you're asking it, but the answer is there's nothing to install. All you do is you type the password that we just emailed you into your browser window, and the trade triggers just pop up on the screen. That's it. If you can open up, if you've ever Googled something, you can figure out how to get to a Google page. This is actually a little bit easier. Is this time consuming? No, that's the whole point. I know you're busy. Many traders have a busy schedule. I've designed TimeSpread Genius so that you can literally trade this system in just a few minutes per trade. What if I can't figure it out? You can. You get both short videos in the accelerator course for reference, plus you get the half-day boot camp that shares everything you need to master time spreads. Now, what if I have a small account? Okay. Do you like having a small account? Or do you want to grow it into a bigger account? Well, how do you do that? Do you put in extra overtime and work extra hard so that you get an extra $50 that you can put into your trading account? That is the worst possible way to do it. Instead, you grow it by trading. That's what being a trader is about. You want to grow this into a bigger account. Consistency is absolutely the most important criteria. This is designed to help you with that. Now, one more time. When you join the rest, I just had 3 more people join. I'm going to welcome you in a second. When you go to marketaker.com/TSG, you're going to get the TimeSpread Genius triggers. Just pop up right on your screen. See it, analyze it, make the trade, done. The TimeSpread Genius accelerator videos, all the answers in a couple of minutes of video. Get it mastered when you watch the TimeSpread Genius Bootcamp video. Use the spreadsheet so you're making sure that you hit every step so that you're not missing anything when you make your trades. So easy. The chat room to be able to ask questions and share trade ideas with our other students. And a really important thing, that 30-minute strategy call. I mean, if all you got out of this today was that strategy call, wouldn't it be worth it just for that? But today you're going to get all of this when you go to markettaker.com/TSG. I'm going to answer your questions, but if you want to talk to somebody on the phone, you can call, MJ is actually standing by right now. You can call 708-381-1768. That's 708-381-1768. Call MJ. He can answer all your questions and get you started right now. 708-381-1768. Or you can grab one of these, your cell phone, go to the camera app and aim it at the bottom right corner of the screen on that QR code, and a little yellow button will pop up. You just click it and you sign up right online. This couldn't be easier to literally change your life. Really. Okay, I'm going to answer some questions. Josh would also like to grow a small account. Good, man. Good. I love the enthusiasm. Let's see here. Kurt, for preservation of capital, and you want to be continuous. Okay. Oh, that's from earlier. I see. Okay. Good. From Tina earlier, do I have to install software? No. And I guess that's why you joined, because you saw that I already answered this question. No, there's no special software at all. Like literally, if you know how to open up like your computer and type something in Google, this is literally easier than that, because this, you just have to check your email and click the link and type the password that's in there. That's it. Super easy. John B. MJ, I think, is here. MJ, you can talk to John B. I think he's got a good question for you, my friend. Oh, Robert asked a great question. On average, how many trades are presented each day? I mean, today there were probably about 15, but a handful of those were repeated. It's probably about 6 unique individual trades. When I say they're repeated, that's because somebody traded a 500 lot, another 500 lot, another 500 lot, another 500 lot, another 500 lot. There's like a 3,000 lot trade. Crazy size. There's a 15,000 lot trade that came across today that I traded. It was one of the best that I've ever seen, in my opinion. Hit time spread genius. Those of you who are already time spread genius traders, who I see we've got some in here, thanks by the way. You can tell me what some of your best time spread trades were on time spread genius. So yeah, Robert, because they come from professional traders, I don't actually even have control of it. The super brilliant guys at Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan, when they find the trades, they hit the screen. And sometimes that could be 2 a day on a slow day. Sometimes that could be 15 a day on a busier day. But you're not going to trade them all anyway. Some of them you're just going to use for market information. Oh my gosh. Robert, you're going to love this whole thing. Will this work with my trading platform? Well, let's see. What's your trading platform? Yes, it will. You know why? Because it works with every trading platform. All this is it pops up on a browser window. It doesn't even connect to your trading platform at all. You can use any one. Should I follow every single trade? Great question. No. In fact, some are not intended to be followed. They're intended to provide market information so that you can make smarter trades based on that information that aren't even time spreads. You'll see it's all in the accelerators in the bootcamp video. Oh, how are these trades normally exited? Great question. Management's such an important thing. That is all covered in the accelerator video course. Some of them are rolled, some of them are closed, but we cover all that in the accelerator videos in the bootcamp. You'll get that. There was a Robert who joined us. I think that was you, Robert, or was that a different one? I know there's a couple of Roberts here. But presuming that was you, you've already got an email with it. You're gonna go and check it out. Can I access it from my mobile device? Yeah, anything you can get the internet on, you can access this on. Tablet, phone, whatever. How long will it take me to learn the system? This is why I created the accelerator videos, so that all you have to do is watch a couple of videos and boom, there it is, you're done. You want to master it, so you want to go through the bootcamp video afterwards, and make sure that you really dial it in. But to get started, it will take you minutes. Is the bootcamp recorded? Great question. Yes, it is. We actually did it live a while back, and now it's recorded, which is great because you can start watching it right now. You don't have to wait for it to start. If it doesn't work, oh, geez, Louise, I'm glad you asked this question. If it doesn't work for me, how do I cancel? Am I locked into a long-term contract? You're going to love this. You're going to love it. So this is $247 a month, and you get to keep that rate for the rest of your life if you want, but there's no contract. You're not locked into anything. In 27 days, we're going to send you an email that says, are you loving it? And you are going to say yes. It's like I'm psychic. I only know that because we've had hundreds of people already sign up for a scanner, and they stay, because if it works, it works. But here's the best part of it. This risk-free scanner swap. And this is who was asking me about this? John B earlier. So if you join today, for any reason, if for any reason this scanner, it's not your thing, you don't like time spreads, we guarantee we will swap it risk-free for any one of our other scanners, no questions asked. How is that? Yeah. Oh, if you make updates and improvements to the scanner, will I get those? Yes. And you will get those without even knowing it. I created all the criteria that it scans for. And when I say this took me months, it literally took me months. It was a lot of work, but I'm glad I did it. It's done now. And now you and I get to reap the benefits. When I find better things to scan for, updates, I just call up my friends at the CBOE. Hello? Yeah, can you make this change? Okay, click. And now you're seeing better trades. Do I have to have a big account to trade these? Nope. If you have a big account, great. You want to grow it bigger. If you have a little account, fine. I understand. But you want to grow it bigger. That's why you do this, right? This is an investment, not an expense. If you don't understand that, you're in the wrong webinar, man. You should be in some accounting webinar or shopaholics webinar or something. This is an investment that I think can change your life. Now, will I be at risk of being assigned? That is a possibility, and we cover that in the videos. But it's pretty unlikely if you follow the instructions in the educational part of this. I've never been assigned on one of these, so don't worry. I can't afford the quarterly right now. Is there another way to pay? Yeah, absolutely. Go to PayPal. I see we just had a PayPal sign up pop in just right now. Go to PayPal and click the PayPal credit button. Oh my gosh, so many great questions. Gerardo, how do I know what is the best size for my account and then scale it? Is this information in the accelerator? Yeah, it's in the accelerator and or the boot camp. That is an important question that you need the answer to. So yes, Gerardo, absolutely, yes, it is in there because it's got to be in there. Hey, welcome and congratulations to David. David, nice work joining us, man. Great job signing up. Welcome and congratulations to Craig. Good work, my friend. Making it happen for yourself. I love it. I love it. I love it. Welcome and congratulations to Charles. Nice work. Welcome, congratulations to Mohammed. Congratulations, man. Good job. What other questions can I answer to help you make the decision to come and join us here, just like Mohammed and Craig and Robert and all the folks whose names I read? I don't remember all of them. There's a lot of them. I can read them all again, but you already know your name. But what other questions can I answer to help you make the decision to come and join the rest of these folks? James says, thanks, Dan. I look forward to scaling up my account, coming back after many years absent. I know, man. I saw the name. I was like, yeah, James. So welcome back, my friend. Nice, nice, nice. Charles, I noticed some time spreads on the options creator. Yeah, I don't know. Send me a screenshot or something. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, my friend. Oh, I know. Oh, right. They might be these, or they might just be trades John came up with. Cool. Yeah. Good question. Oh man. I love this that you showed up tonight, invested in yourself, your most important asset, your time, and you followed through. You followed through. You didn't just show up and twiddle your thumbs and doze off. You put in the effort, and that was the hard part. You followed through and did the easy part. Invested the final 247, and you're giving it a shot. And I know you're going to make it happen, and you're going to renew quarter after quarter because you have an investor's mentality, month after month, I should say, because you have an investor's mentality, and you're doing it. And that's awesome. That is really incredibly awesome. And look, I know this is not for everybody. Those of you who are brand new to option trading or brand new to trading, investing $247 might be scary, and that's fine. It is when you first start out. You don't have that investor's mentality yet. You don't think of it as I'm investing $247 in something that can help me forever for the rest of my life. And I get these things monthly that I can turn into something greater month after month. It takes a while. For some people, it takes a while to develop that mentality. And if you haven't yet, I don't feel bad. It's fine. You will as you continue learning and growing as a trader, as an investor, as a person. So I know it's not for everybody, but for the traders who are looking to break out of where you are now, and maybe it's because you're stuck right now and you can't get to that level of profitability at all. Or you're profitable and you just can't get to that level of profitability that you know you can get to. Or you're doing great and you just want another tool in your toolbox. You're great at credit spreads, but you always wanted to also be great at time spreads. And you want that head start by seeing what professional traders are trading so that you can cherry pick which ones work for you. There's a lot of different traders out there, and this is for a lot of them. It's not for everybody, but for people who are looking to grow their account and are ready to make it happen, now is go time. Go to markettaker.com/TSG right now. I just had 2 more folks join. Awesome. Somebody in PayPal. Who was that? Govind. Hey, good to see you moving forward with the time spread genius. Good job. And Dwayne. Nice work, Dwayne. Nice work. How long will this offer be available to me? Why would you ask that question? Do you have to go ask your mom if it's okay? Or are you a trader? I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you're 21, maybe you do have to go ask your mom. Well, your mom better say yes if she has any sense. But if you're like grown up and you want to be a better trader and that's why you're here, it's go time. You don't have to think about it and twiddle your thumbs and ask your mom and shake the magic 8 ball. If that's who you are, you're not going to make it as a trader anyway. Right now, this is how long the offer is available to you right now. Otherwise, you don't have to be here. I mean, spend your time doing something that you actually care about, right? This is a good question too. Will other traders be able to see the same trades and act on them? Only people who are here. Only people who are signed up for Time Spread Genius will be able to see these trades. You literally cannot see these anywhere else like this. This is market information that's public. It's not like inside information. It's public information, but you're not going to see it. I used to see trades like these like twice a year when somebody has one of those whales reports, but they only give you part of the information and they only give you like one trade every once in a while. If you ever looked at the unusual activity or whale reports, that is what this is, but it's extremely laser focused and it works 50 times better than what you see out there. Gavin says, thanks. I'm part of your TED as well. Oh, cool, Gavin. Awesome, man. That's great. Yeah. That's been going pretty good, hasn't it? Let's see. Oh, is there a way I can get personalized help if I need it? Absolutely. Look, I don't give these bonuses just because I like giving stuff away. I mean, I spent 30 years and a lot of money and emotion and blood and sweat and tears, maybe not blood, but sweat and tears for sure, learning all this information. This shit is valuable. I don't just give it away because I like giving it away. I'm giving these bonuses to you today because I want you to be massively successful at this. Because you know what? I mean, look, honestly, if I create 1,000 success stories and some of you tell your friends, that's great. I continue building an army of excellent traders as I do year after year after year. It's great. So, how do you get personalized help? That is why, I gave you the MTM community chat room bonus because I want you to be able to send a message to our coaches or to our other students whenever you want. Just use the @ sign if you're messaging me, or DM me is better. And there's the 30-minute strategy call. Talk to MJ and see if there's some sort of personalized thing that makes sense for you. There might be. And if not, he'll tell you that too. You guys are asking awesome questions. Thank you so much for spending your time with me this today. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Goodness, this was really, really great. Welcome and congratulations and great job for all the folks who joined us and further invested in themselves today. Nice job. Now, I just cut the recording because my wife is downstairs waiting for me to take her out to dinner and meet our friends. So I'm going to have to put a time limit on this. And you've had plenty of time to make up your mind. If you're a trader, your mind is pretty much already made up. If you're a wishy-washy person, quit trading right now. It's not going to work for you. Go take up some other hobby like basket weaving or kitten juggling or something. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set the time on my phone. I'm going to set that for 4 minutes. All right, 4 minutes. And when that goes off, we're done. I'm going to take Kathleen out to dinner. But this goes away in 4 minutes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and go. 357. Here, let me get rid of this other one. 354, 353, 352, 351. Go, 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 go. Go to markettaker.com/TSG right now and make that happen for yourself. Do it. What other questions can I answer? Oh, I see. I got another question. Here I am asking what questions, and I got questions. Michael, hey Michael, what's up, man? I've seen your name popping up around here lately again. Love seeing you in the fold here, my man. Michael says, thanks, Dan. Looking forward to the TSG Pro. I'm looking forward to it for you as well, my friend. So Michael joined us, and who's this last person who came in here on PayPal? Oh, Salah? Did I say that right? I hope I did. I'm sorry. Sometimes I butcher names. It's like anti-karma. People butcher Passarelli all the time. So, but I try not to butcher people's names. I try not to. I try hard. But, you know, it happens. What are you going to do? All right. And John B., by the way, you got hooked up with MJ, I imagine. Otherwise, I'm sure you would have followed up some more questions with me, my friend. But you guys are doing great. How much time do we have? How much time? That's the second worst question I got all day. How much time do I have? The first worst question is, how long do I have? What do they say? How long is this offer available? Come on, man. That's the worst question ever. It is right now. The second worst question is, how much time do I have left? Because it doesn't matter. Go. Don't sit there and waste your time typing in a question about how much time there is to see if you have enough time to type in the question and wait for an answer. Just go, man. Just go and make it happen. I'm not messing around here. Neither are most of you. So this is how much time you have. All right. This is how much time you have. 1 minute 37, 136, 135, 134. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go, go, go. And we did just see a couple of people sneak in under the wire here, which I love. I love when people sneak in under the wire. Kicking ass here. You're not messing around. Not messing around at all, are you? Yeah. So, oh my gosh, did I answer all the questions? Who just joined? Who just joined? Why are you asking who just joined? Unless it was you. Charles. I think we have two Charleses in here. This Charles is from Virginia Beach. Welcome. Congratulations. Good job. And who's this? Shane. Hi, what's up, Shane? I think I see you on my, is that on my Tuesday webinars? I see you popping in a lot. Glad to see you taking advantage of this, though. I'll tell you that. This is a great one. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love it. Oh boy, what other questions? What other questions can I answer? Oh gosh, our time is really ticking. We're down to the last 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Just do it. Come on. Don't do it for me. You do it for me, that's a waste. That's a waste. You do it for yourself. You do it for the people who need you, including yourself. All right. I don't know why my alarm is so quiet lately, but it's pretty quiet. But that's it. You're done. Anybody who didn't sign up, you're out of luck. That's not true. I'm going to leave this up for a little bit. So I'm going to leave this up. If you're in the process of completing the online enrollment form, finish it up right now. If you like there's one time I had somebody say, hey, look, I'm driving home. First of all, don't text if you're driving. Second of all, as much as I want you to listen to our online trainings, you probably shouldn't do that either while you're driving. But the person typed in, I'm driving, I'll sign up when I get home. That's because we get stuff like that every now and then. I'm going to leave this up for a little bit. Drive home safely, carefully. Stop listening to this until you get home. But memorize markettaker.com/TSG and get that going as soon as you get home. Or if you had to go like find your purse or your wallet or credit card or whatever, go do that. And that being said, friends, have a great rest of your evening. Great job joining us. And I'll talk to some of you in the chat room. Have a great rest of your day. Good night.